Oh, hello everybody. I was just giving this sheep a health check and it turns out that it's got something wrong with it. It seems to have grass growing through its back. Oh no, wait, that's just how FS works. That was a weird laugh. Yeah, so hello everybody. Sorry, these introductions, they're terrible. They're so weird. But I'm told by my viewers that most of you like it, so they can keep getting weirder. So yeah, welcome back to the farm. It's a pretty tough day today because we have to do, as you can see from the Stockman mod, a bit of work to the sheep, we have to do some work to the pigs, and you can see over here we have got the potatoes which have germinated. These need to be fertilised. We also need to work in the other fields. All the other fields have nothing in them except for the far one which needs to be harvested. So we'll come on to that later. In fact, I think we'll probably harvest it after we have done some work with the animals. Let's just get the animals out of the way to clear the text on the screen, which, as I've said, is a good thing, having the text on the screen. It makes you want to make them as productive as possible. So it's looking like it is just the cleanliness again. Oh wow, they really have spilt quite a bit. Look at this, what a mess. That's the first time I've used a broom that way around, but it seems to work. There we go. And yeah, the beauty of this is it goes straight back into the trough. The food, the spilt food, isn't wasted. So despite that now showing that they still need to be cleaned, it's always been that way in FS, you just have to give it time. So I'm hoping the cleanliness and the productivity of the pigs will increase very, very soon. The sheep need water and they need cleaning. I'm taking the broom over here, but I think we might already have one over here. Yeah, we do, don't we? Because I had this one over at the pigs. So that was a bit of a waste of time. I'll take it back in a second. They're also producing loads and loads of wool. That looks great. Right, let's just give this a bit of a switch. Oh, maybe it doesn't. No, wait, it should work. Oh, unless yes. That's a bit of an issue because the trough is full and I have two bales here. I actually can't clean it up because it doesn't delete it. As I've just said, it puts it back into the trough. There is no space to clear it up. That is a new one. Yes, another one here. Let's just put that over there. And very soon I'll be able to clean this up again. So I'll just take this back. Next up we have the water. And I think the greenhouse has actually run out as well. So we might as well just get everything sorted out. This is my new seed store. I do need to think of a better idea though, I think, for the seed store. Because there isn't really space. It turns out, well, maybe you can actually do it with the front loader, but it turns out if you're tipping from a trailer, you can't mound it right up. I think, yeah, if we tip it out of a bucket, it might be a different story. Hopefully. So yeah, first stop is going to be the greenhouse. That's where the water tanker is. We still have 40%, but that's not going to be enough. I think I've established many times that this greenhouse takes 60%. So I think actually, yeah, I'm just going to sort everything out off screen really, really quickly. Well, as a time lapse, because we've done this so many times before. We'll also do the sheep's water. We're back up and running. So that field looks lovely. Really nice green. And the spruce trees have grown a bit. I'll have to go and show you in a second. But yeah, very soon that forest is going to look amazing. So the main focus for this week really is to try and make as much money as possible to go towards a new plot of land. I think this is going to be the first new plot of land for some time. When was it? It must have been a few months ago. We've only bought two. When was it? January? Was it even this year? I don't know. But I'm still very inclined to go for field number, well, plot number 37. But 28 is not out of the question. So 37 would be nice because then we can put a road kind of going this way. I know we don't have 36, but yeah, I don't know. I still haven't decided fully. So let's just go and very quickly clear the sheep. They should be okay now, hopefully. Put the time to times 15. And then... oh, I've still got that. That needs to be sold. Yeah, then we need to also sell the wool when the price is right. I think last time we got a fantastic price. Was it about £600 for 1,000 litres? Was it even more? It might have been. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so currently the price for wool... I looked at that for a second. Wow, that would be good. It's not bad though. It's still increasing, so we'll leave it for now. But we can load the trailer. £571 for 1,000 litres. When it gets to a peak, when it peaks, it'll be the time to sell. And we still have the products over there, which we mustn't forget about. So yeah, yeah, I did say we'll harvest next. So we'll harvest next, then we'll do the fertilizing, and then we'll take a look at the other fields. So the information about the animals has now cleared the screen, because they're all good, which I'm very happy about. And yeah, we can go and harvest this field, which is going to take about 2 minutes. It'll probably take longer to get there than it will to harvest the field. Maybe we should connect the bottom field with that small top field. We can't really connect the two top ones because of the industrial area we've got in between. Now here are the trees. The spruce trees. As I said, they've only grown a bit, but they're getting there. Nice little Christmas tree. And we need to continue clearing the straw. But that is something which, as I mentioned in the previous episode, we're just going to do a bit at a time, because it's a pretty big job. We're sort of working towards a tractor with a high enough horsepower to run a Heston baler. But for now, we're just clearing it with the loading wagon. And this is going to add to it. It's going to add to the straw. Now, oh, that brings me on to an interesting comment which I got, which I really appreciate, and I did overlook it. That harvester there is our sugar beet harvester, but as we established before I even used it, it comes with other headers for other crops, one of which, as far as I'm aware, is a potato header. So we could actually harvest our potatoes with that instead of using another machine, instead of buying something else. We do have a potato harvester, but we would have to use a bucket to pick them up. I did mention using the Grimmy machine to lift them, which would be interesting. But if we do have that, then maybe we could use it. I don't know. I think although it's very nice that that sugar beet harvester has the feature, the functionality to be a potato harvester, I think I would prefer to do it the proper way. Just keep that as it's intended, for its intended use, harvesting sugar beet. And that way we can also use the Grimmy machine, which picks the potatoes up off the ground. I know it's more expensive, but at the same time it is more realistic. But thank you to those people who mentioned it. You're completely correct. I did forget about it. We would use that machine for multi-fruit, like carrots, something like that, because that's where we don't have an alternative harvester. We don't have the correct harvester. Right, so just spin round, go back up to the top, and then probably come down once more, and we'll be finished. Then we really do need to get some fertiliser very quickly onto the potato field, and then I suppose we will then do a bit more straw clearing. This is where I was talking about connecting. If we connect this field to that field, that would probably be a good idea. And also, the other good thing about having this bigger header is, well, I think that field was done with this header. Was it that field? Yeah, that field. There's less swaths, so we don't have to keep going up and down as much with the baler. So it should really cut down some of the time it takes to process the straw. I think this area looks nice though. We've kept the original small trees here. Just looks good. As for the area over there which I messed up, we're going to have to get the plough out to return that to an arable field. I've put a soil texture in, I think. It was a total accident. And we'll keep these trees, they look good. So we're now going to, yeah, we're going to expand that way in front of us, beyond this field. This field has actually yielded really well. We've got more out of it than I was expecting. But there we go. Finished. So let's go and put this into a trailer. I think we're going to just give it straight to the pigs. And it won't be long until we actually sell some pigs, because we only have a capacity of 150, which we could change. But I think probably every time we get to 150 we'll sell 50. I believe they're worth £1,000 each, so for every 50 that we sell we obviously get £50,000, which will soon add up. Like, the new plot of land is only 85, I think, so we wouldn't be far off at all. Yeah, so where should I put this? I think we'll go and park over here for now. Just put it there. And when we do get onto fertilizing, we'll just spray it. The other fields need to be spread with digestate. I've just brought this back from the store. I think using this tractor is going to be the best idea. It's also the fastest now for carting to and from the store. But I think, yeah, upgrading the loading wagon is a bit out of the question for now, because not only are they really expensive, but again, we'd still need a higher horsepower tractor anyway, so we'd be better off just getting a Heston baler if we had the power. Oh, we have 148 pigs, so very soon we will be selling them. In fact, today we'll be selling 50. I would imagine we would get more money if we had a trailer. Do I have a trailer? I'm always doing this. I say, oh, we can't afford to get a trailer. Then we have one, but I don't think we do. But because I just said that, it means that we probably do have one. But I'll take a good check, have a good look, whilst that is tipping. So animal transport, luckily there's not many to look at. No, we actually don't have one. So maybe we can just get them to pick them up for us. Anyway, they've had some more soybeans, so that's good. We can now put this trailer back over here. There's nothing to harvest for some time. The next thing to harvest will probably be the potatoes. Nice. We'll just get that put to the back. Over here. Maybe I can squeeze it between the bales and the cultivator. Maybe I could hit the shed. That works too. Okay, that's good. In one side and out the other. And this really is going to be even faster than the harvest that we just did. Probably just one pass of the field. We have 26%, we might have some more fertiliser somewhere. Probably 2 passes. Maybe 3. But it looks like we are going to need some more fertiliser. No crop destruction. I think because we're going to be going to a funny angle, we'll keep it turned off. Crop destruction is good, but it's got to be not like this, where if you were to go at an angle which isn't, if it's not a straight line, if you're not heading in a straight line, it just deletes so much of the crop. So if this field was perfectly square or perfectly rectangular, I'd keep it on, because I think the tramlines look good and they can be very useful. But for this field, it's just not worth it. Now I did see, I've actually mentioned this on another video, a mod where It's basically a compaction mod. Really, really good. I think we'll get it into this series because it should be really realistic. Basically, where you've been travelling on the fields with a machine which weighs more than 6 tons, it's going to compact the ground. And to remove the compaction, you have to plough it. Or probably in our case, we'll subsoil it because that really gets down to the subsoil and cracks that hard layer. So, yeah, I think that would be a fantastic thing to do. I think it replaces periodic ploughing. I think you have to have periodic ploughing switched off for it to work. So, I might be wrong, but yeah, I think that would be a fun thing to do. The reason why is because it will really make you think about travelling on fields. Like if you're just crossing your field as a shortcut to get to another field, it would make you think twice. Because actually what you're doing there is reducing the yield. Because, yeah, in this game, if you haven't ploughed your field, you're reducing the yield. Exactly the same as real life, really. Because where you've compacted it, the crops probably won't grow as well. Now, this is looking good. I think we actually do have enough. So probably next time we'll get the compaction mod. I can't wait to use it. I think it sounds great. Another realistic game changer. But these potatoes, they look fantastic. I think they're going to have to be fertilised again, but we've got plenty of time to do that. There we go. Okay, lovely. So next we will reattach to the loading wagon and we'll start to clear a bit more straw. But as you'll know, yeah, we played this series with crop growth on slow, and if I get really desperate it goes to normal, but the majority of the time it's slow. We finished off in this field here. I might go into that top field just so we can say we've completely cleared it. Not that it means we're any further ahead. And then, yeah, we'll do a few loads. Oh yeah, of course, the other thing which we're saving up for is the bigger drill, or the all-in-one drill. But as it turns out again, you do need quite a bit of horsepower, so though that setup over there is going to be hanging around for a bit longer, I love those drills. It's just when we're doing the turning and reversing, that's when they're a bit more tricky to operate. Okay, so this is going to be the final 35,000 litres today. I completely forgot that the two fields are different crops in. So of course we can't clear the straw from the other field if we already have something in this one. But that's fine because I think it had the same crop as the neighbouring field. Now, this has been bringing in about £4,500 per load, which definitely adds up. It's not bad. But what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the farm, and then I think we'll start to load the wool onto the trailer, and then as soon as the price is right, we can take it to the sell point. More might have been produced before the price is right. We're playing it times 5, so let's just see if it has maxed out. If it has peaked, then we can sell it. Oh wow, not the best number, but yes, it's still a good high figure. It would be good to free up the I for Williams trailer again. I know we have the big trailer, but for something like this, the I for Williams is a good trailer. It's currently being used for fertiliser, which is a bit wasteful. Fertiliser can live on the ground. So yeah, I'm just going to get those 4 pallets off there. All done. Now obviously we're going to be doing more work with the animals next time. Always got to do something. But that's good. We can also put at least 1 pallet, maybe even 2, on the Gator itself. And this is nicer too. Now that we've got the track, it makes everything so much easier and neater. Should do, yeah, when we haven't got grass growing through the trailer, it really helps. Right, so I've been leaving it over here, not the best place ever. But this is good, it's a very handy machine, and it is telescopic. The biggest issue around here is actually the sheep themselves. They are always trying to climb through things. With this machine we can only take one at a time because they are quite heavy, and this machine isn't that heavy. So I'll pop this on the back. Yes, I think probably just 1 on the Gator. Should be fine. Has it maxed out? No, not yet. I'm not wanting it to because I want the price to be as good as possible, but I know it can't have that much further to go. Oh, yeah, trick is not to lift them too fast. We have the counterbalance on the back, so yeah, well, I had no issues picking up the first one, so I must have just picked one up badly. Ah yes, it's not fully on the tines, it has to be on properly. That's better, so much better. Right, so I'm just going to finish off picking these up. We only have 4. I'm not going to take the 5th one because it is still filling, and we might not be taking them today, but this will only take a minute. There we go. We've got all the pallets on there. As I said, we'll probably add more later if the price hasn't peaked, which it hasn't, it still hasn't. So next time, probably early on in the video, we're going to be selling the wool. Should be making quite a bit of money. We'll strap it for now, but we might get the other machine, the other loader, and put some more on top. But yeah, they're not going to be produced that quickly. So I think, yeah, it's a good place to leave it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.